So here we are rediscovering Henry Purcell, right? The composer whose tune was used as the basis of Benjamin Britten's Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra that we looked at the very beginning of the semester. Henry Purcell is a really important figure in British music, specifically because he kind of invents opera or brings opera to England for the first time. So this particular opera is one of my favorites. It's Dido and Aeneas. And just to give you a quick breakdown of how this opera works, these are real characters, by the way, from Greek history, right? Ancient Greece. Dido is the queen of Carthage, a really important port city in ancient Greece. And her husband is killed in the Trojan War. And so this prince, Aeneas, who she's never met, has come to say, hey, you know what, I'll marry you so that nobody else, tries to take over your kingdom. Because, back then, women couldn't be powerful on their own. Load of crap. Anyway, so here he comes, and she's still in mourning over her husband's death at the very beginning of the opera, but she has to pretend everything's okay. I'm feeling happy, right? Because she's got to welcome this new guy into her situation. Well, long story short, he's poisoned by a witch. He leaves Dido at the altar. She's devastated and basically kills herself out of grief at the end of this opera. Now think about it. In 45 minutes, this woman has lost a husband, is dealing with that grief, has to welcome a new lover, falls in love with him, everything's going well, then this witch gets involved, messes everything up, her new guy leaves her, she's devastated, then she kills herself in 45 minutes. Now imagine if that was real life. There's no way all of that could happen in 45 minutes. And that's the great thing about opera. It is hyper reality, right? We know it's not real, we know it can't happen, but we're trying to jam-pack as much emotion and as much feeling into that 45 minutes as we can, right? And that's what made opera so popular. Because if you weren't leaving crying, then the composer hadn't done his job, right? So that's what's great about early opera. Remember, opera, it's not everybody's cup of tea, right? Every single word has to be sung. But it's this massive entertainment, right? It has huge entertainment value. It was the movies of the Baroque era, right? And beyond, right? Because what did it have? It had action, it had dialogue, it had music, obviously, it had lighting, it had sets, it had costumes, it had battles, it had makeup, right? All of these things came together to create this large artwork, right? And opera, as such, becomes a major genre, style of composition, right, in Western classical music. And its fame and popularity extends way beyond the Baroque era.